Anniversary of Doom 64. Unfortunately, I went to a fair and I got sick, but I figured, why not? So without further ado, here we go. Yes, Bethesda, I'll behave. I'm tired of you guys micromanaging everything. this game. Okay, I didn't get N64 till I finished grade 7, so largely due to the fact, and of course because I was supposed to get it for my birthday, but largely due to the fact my dad was okay with it. He wanted me to get it, but my mom, oh no, I can't have you sitting around playing video games all day. I'm like, Mom, I don't do that anyways. So I was like, it was just ridiculous. I mean, largely one of the reasons why I got 64. And I always gotta say that was one of the greatest games ever made. I always really enjoyed this game. I know that it had mixed reviews. I mean, some liked it, some didn't. I think a lot of people were kind of hoping they would get a more up-to-date modern version of this game. And some people were thrown off because it was a new game, new levels, new everything, so I get the criticism somewhat. And I think the single player really, really screwed it up. I think they would have been better if they had multiplayer. I think it would have. I don't know if it would have saved this game completely, from falling into obscurity like it did, but I think it would have got more notoriety had it did. Because that was the key to a lot of other shooters' success, because they were fairly new. I mean, like, at the time, everybody really enjoyed it, because it was new. And N64's 4 controller option was legendary. Not just for shooters, but other games at that time. Everybody loved the N64, including me. I still think that a lot of their games still hold up today because they have a lot of replay value even now. I'm going to try to play as long as I can, because again, remember I still have the adrenaline, so that helps a lot. I admit one of the reasons why I picked up pre-order Doom Eternal was to get Doom 64. That's the ironic part. But then, unfortunately, 2020 happened, so I wasn't able to actually pick up Doom Eternal for a while. And I know this isn't going to sit well with a lot of people, but unfortunately, I got to be real with you all. I really did not like Doom Eternal. And sadly, Bethesda got bought up by Microsoft. I still haven't got a new console yet. I know that's coming soon, but it's just something that I gotta figure out my life here. I always like the look of the demons game. The Pinky Demons here. I thought they looked the absolute best out of all of them. Like they were horrifying to look at. I always preferred the console version of Doom because I like the soundtrack. I also like the look and feel that it had. I know a lot of people were split on it. Some people like the metal soundtracks. I I preferred the horror feel more so, the sense of isolation. That's what I preferred instead of the action, because you're facing hell. You're facing demons from hell. They're not. It's not supposed to be. I think that when you're running around in hell, I don't think it's meant to be positive. It's meant to be scary, I think. Because you're in hell. You're not in, like. I mean, you're not in heaven. You're not in sunshine and rainbows here. You're in hell. So. But as I said before, like, I really did not like Doom Eternal, to be honest. I traded it in with no regrets. I mean, I don't feel bad about leaving it at all, to tell you the truth. Like, I'm just, hey, if you like it, that's cool. I personally didn't. I just played through it just to get through it, just to get it over with. Even though I really, after that, I just didn't want to. I didn't want to come back at all. I just really, really didn't like it at all. For a variety of reasons, not just one. Like, it went the Dark Souls route. That was one, and it kind of just. Doom is Doom, not Dark Souls. I mean, that's what. But what's going to happen now with Bethesda, I don't know, because I really think that they shouldn't have taken the money. But they did. They took Microsoft's dirty money, so it was just like. And I think what's going to happen now is that they won't have any creative control. They just, like, they won't have it anymore, because it's just going to be, fuck you, I think they'll be under a lot of micromanagement. They're just not going to have any real creative freedom to do what they want to do. Because now the problem with Microsoft is censorship, and I'll go as far as to say, like, I don't think censorship's just, a minor problem. It's a major problem. It's just for everybody, because we just can't, do what we want anymore. And I think we really have to combat censorship and deal with censorship now, because it's getting out of hand. It really is. I mean, we played violent games all our lives when we were kids. We turned out all right. I mean, look. I know this series got blamed for Columbine, okay? But what those two kids did was their own choice. Nobody told those. The game didn't tell those kids to do it, okay? The movies didn't tell them to do it, okay? Why did they do it and all? Those kids would have done it anyways. So get ready to shoot. that happens in the world. Nobody told those kids to do that. Okay? That was their decision to make. It was, it was bad parent. It was a lot of things that led to that. And you're blaming music. You're blaming everything. I'm like blaming Marilyn Manson. Look, I never agreed with Marilyn Manson on everything. Okay? I don't particularly like him, but you know what? He's got a point. I would have listened, and that's what nobody did. I've always loved about this game was the lighting. It was really cool. This game's full of traps and tricks. Like I said, I think one thing I liked about this game over the other Dooms was the designing. Like the monsters themselves, some of them looked really, really cool. Like the imps look really cool. Demons look really cool. I like the Kako demon design. Here, I just kind of wish that, like I said, granted, it's a shame that this game wasn't a success, wasn't a big hit, because I think that it would have been great to see Doom continue on in 64. That's my take on it, anyways. Serves you right. Pardon me, my throat. then I didn't have sleep the night before because I had to upgrade my driver's license, and then I just got home from the town fair from my YouTube channel. Still kind of sick right now. I used to go for long distances without getting sick, but now with fairs I just can't do a lot of major rides. You know, I even went to Disneyland, Disney World, Universal Studios in both Florida and California, and I could probably do with a few more. Granted, with the major rides, as there were lineups in between, so you gave your body time to recover. Unfortunately, there weren't big lineups because I live in a medium-sized town, so don't really have a lot of time to recover from when I get sick. I remember this part really scared me when I first saw it. Forgot all about that. Right of me. Fuck's sakes, hold on. Hold on. Just spilled some of my Jack Daniels here. Damn it. Sums up these past few days for me in a nutshell. It's just financial setbacks left and right. Dude. What can I say? Yes, I promise to do more gaming in the future, by the way. It's just wasn't in the mood. I just don't think there's really a lot in the market right now. Yeah, Dying Light 2 looks great and all, but the problem is just like the biggest issue I have with those sandbox games is that they get boring real fast. That's the problem. Like, they get boring after a while because it's just missions, missions, missions. I know I'm supposed to do Resident Evil Village, but I don't know. I mean, I wasn't too excited for that one. And there have been a few disappointments, like Doom Eternal. That was a disappointment for me. You know, a big one. I really did not like it at all. Like, and no offense to fans, but that's just, you know. You son of a bitch, fuck. I remember this being really annoying. Back when I was a teenager, when I played this part's still annoying. So fuck off. Cunt. I know I'm supposed to make videos, but I'm just not in a video mood. I'm just not motivated to do them right now because it's just a lot going on. Really trying to make up more on that later. Better just get it because I'm going to forget about it anyways. This kind of shot, was it? Wow. Go Slick, hello, how you been? Yes, I'm good. Sorry for the absence, but yeah, just been kind of busy with a lot of things as of late. Figured I'd just play an old title. Been 25 years since Doom 64 came out, so I got no better time than any. Yesterday was 25th anniversary of the release, so I was thinking about doing it yesterday, but unfortunately I went to our local fair, and our local carnival, I got sick a little bit, so yeah, I'm gonna, like I said, I don't know, it's just kind of up in the air right now. Like I just don't have a lot of direction. Like I want to do more videos in gaming, but it's just like I just wasn't motivated to do them. Like I know it's kind of odd. I should have done more, but it was just don't know what to talk about, and it's just I feel like everyone's probably said the same things a lot of us are thinking. Like, for instance, I was going to do a video on the Will Smith Chris Rock video incident, but everyone else did it, so I don't know. Well, I don't know. Like I said, I'm gonna start Dying Light 2 soon, but the problem is with, like I said, the problem with those types of games is they get boring fast. Because you just do a lot of wandering, you don't really, it's just kind of fight the same enemies over and over again. That's kind of my only issue, really. Mostly action. I like older games. Been playing a lot of older games as of late. I'm gonna do the new Resident Evil Village, but I've been meaning to do it for a while. But I was on the fence even before it came out. Like I was just kind of like, I don't know about this, because the Resident Evil 3 remake sucked. I didn't really. Resident Evil 7, it's a good game, but it didn't really feel like Resident Evil to me. Like, I mean, the only connection was the ending, and that was it. Like there really wasn't anything else about it that felt like Resident Evil. And I don't have PS5 yet, but keep in mind, it's expensive, man. Holy crap. And keep in mind, like, I don't know what's going to happen right now. Like, I don't know what, I'm really trying to make a push to get out of BC this year. I am. I'm doing everything I can. I'm having meetings with people. I really want to get out this summer. Hopefully in June. Which is fastly approaching. I've just been speaking to a lot of people about it. So, there's that too. So you gotta put that in consideration. That's why I've been and I've had a slew of financial setbacks as of late regarding my vehicle, so. Oh God, I read that, and I read what you said. I read it all, by the way. Don't think I didn't. And yes, I did know about the EDP 445. I knew about that one last year. It was all over the place. I never did like the guy, to tell you the truth. Well, spread the word, talk to the federal court about it, and yeah, because he needs to be put on watch. Now, look, I'm not completely familiar with American laws, so, but he does need to be put on a watch list, no doubt. He does, same with EDP 445, Now, my friend Gage, the loudmouth, has filed a police report regarding Lance, and he's going to get him dealt with. He told me that they're working on a plan to try to get him charged, and hopefully it works. But my only concern is Lance lives in California, the land of degeneracy, so and I don't know if anything's going to come of it, and Lance could just use his disability as an excuse for it. But, and I was just thinking about that earlier today. I was just talking about it, to be honest with you, on my stream, about how everyone needs an excuse and a reason for what they do. When they're in full control of their actions, when they know exactly what they're doing when they're doing it. Like, Lance used his disability, but we all know. You know you're in the wrong when you're doing it. It doesn't justify what you're doing. And certain other people out here I won't name who fucking disgust me, and I know they watch my streams, they thumb down my channels. I know it's them that's doing it because they can't argue with me. So, gotta thumb down his channel like an immature child because I can't win an argument with him. Well, it's not really an argument. I'm just just verbal destruction is what it is, because I'm just pointing out everything that they're doing wrong. Well, exactly. They need something to fall back on for their actions. They need something to blame. I'm disabled. That's what I did. It's like I was talking about that about the Doom series and how everybody blamed Doom for Columbine. Those kids said that Doom made him do it, when in fact it wasn't Doom that made them do it. There was a number of reasons that caused those two kids to do what they did. It wasn't the game. The game didn't tell them to do it, okay? The movies didn't tell them to do it, okay? The music didn't tell them to do it. Well, they're still powered by gas, and it's just ridiculous because it's like, that's what everyone fails to realize. Like I said, I'm sorry for the lack of content, but I'm not lazy, I'm just not motivated. Like, I'm just not motivated to do any videos right now. It's just kind of become a chore to me, if it makes any sense. Like, it's just, I'm just not enjoying it. And like I said, I've had a slew of personal financial setbacks these past few years, these past few months. And Well, I know fossil fuels are powering these vehicles, but you can't tell them that. But yeah, lately I've just been, like I said, I've just been watching a lot of older films. I don't watch a lot of news anymore. It's just too depressing. It's just like, just need some distraction right now. Because, like I said, I've had kind of just a rough go especially this past year financially. You know, like here in British Columbia, like car insurance costs about $150 a month on average. So, and the problem is I had to renew it, so I got charged twice. So I had to pay $300. Then I had to upgrade my license. States like California. Well, doesn't surprise me. Nothing surprises me with California anymore. Like, nothing does. Well, all I can say is that if Larry Elder does not win in 2022, because that's California's last hope, is Larry Elder getting the governorship. If he doesn't win it, then it's over for California. All over. But it's over regardless because all these illegals are coming over, and so. Yep, 150, I kid you not. And then because I had to renew it, I had to pay that in 300 total. Oh, it is. That's why I'm leaving BC. That's why I'm trying to get out of here. That's why I may be leaving Canada soon. Once I get my course done, I'm going to go. It's just ridiculous. Like, holy shit. Like, I mean, I've been in the red since October. Flat tire. Make matters worse, Discord. I don't know. I never got into Discord. I tried it. I didn't like it. It's just too complicated. I'm not a tech guy. I just find it to be annoying to use. Well, I live in Canada's California, British Columbia. What really worries me, one glaring issue that no one's talking about, is all these people leaving California. Now New York's going the same way. Like now the same thing that's happening in California is happening in New York. I mean, it's just going to be a mass exodus out of California and New York. And what's going to happen is you're going to see population growth in all these other states, and they tend to bring their voting habits with them too. The same policies that fucked up those states may fuck up your other areas too, the surrounding areas. What worries me is this. Look what's happening on the state and federal elections. Look what's happening at all the surrounding states. They're becoming more blue with each state and federal election. That's going to start happening here too, because there's a mass exodus out of British Columbia, BC now too. Including myself, who's really hoping to get out of here this summer. It's just been... Now, I was going to do more videos on that, but I just had to be sure. But lately, it's just been nothing but dead ends. I mean, I'm really trying to work towards getting out, but just... I got the money put away. It's just a matter of when. Making sure that the deals are legit so that I can go. Anybody knows the Lost Souls are really hard to deal with in the 64 version. They are a nightmare to deal with here. So keep that in mind. That's why I have to go to extreme lengths to kill them. So, but yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen with me. Like I've been meaning to take my course for a while, but I've just had a few. Like I just can't get around to it because I just don't know what to do. A part of me says take the course, but a part of me says just get out of BC, get out while you can. You know. I saw that. Yeah, thank God. Well, look. This fall, you guys have to really get, look. Another thing you got to think about. Listen to me. Everyone in Texas, everyone in Louisiana, everyone on the border, march to the border. Secure that fucking border. On the 29th, May 29th. Write that down, because that fucking old son of a bitch wants to open up the border, and the reason why is just so that they can secure for future elections. You guys cannot be a socialist country. Look what's happening in my country right now. That's their future, and that's something you don't want. Okay? I'm telling you that right now. I might not just leave BC soon. I may leave Canada. I may, because of what's going on here. Because of Trudeau. You guys have the amendment. That's what's keeping you afloat. We don't have that here. Well, everybody knows they cheated. Everybody knows that, that they cheated in 2020. Everybody knows. Look, if the Democrats went with Tulsi Gabbard instead of Biden, I probably would have believed it. But come on, even the moderate left didn't want Biden. Exactly. And I know it's happening to you. Gas is skyrocketed down there. I know that you guys are probably having trouble making ends meet. You have to restructure everything. I mean, nobody's winning here. Like, well, keep in mind, the place I live pays. Not only do we have the highest cost of living and the highest cost of housing in my country, Canada, we also have the highest taxation anywhere else, which is also a fucking problem. So that's why I'm having a lot of trouble, because I can't invest, I can't save my money. I'm not poor. I make $22 an hour, and I struggle. Still. One thing about the Doom games, you have to save often. About the double barrels, that click sound. I always loved it in this game. You know, in this version especially. It was always my favorite go-to gun, just for that alone, just that click. Yeah, I heard about it. I never, Yeah, I heard about it. I was never really that big on that series, to tell you the truth. I mean, like, I just mentioned that earlier about the sandbox types of games. Is that, like, games like that, is that they do tend to get boring at times because you just see the same place over and over again, doing missions, and it just does get kind of cumbersome. So, like, well, I don't know. Just like I said, I've just been saving a lot of money. I've just been kind of. I just don't really have a lot of time to really do, anything anymore. Like, because I'm really trying to, Well, I'm making a major push here. Like I said, I'm really trying to make a push because I can't do this anymore. Like, mentally, it's draining. These two. I haven't heard that yet, but I wouldn't put it past our government. I really wouldn't. Always loved about this game was the soundtrack, man, too. One thing about, like I said, the console versions of Doom had the best soundtracks, in my opinion, overall. What's wrong? A lot of them have this sense of entitlement and they think they can get away with it, and a lot of them have support too, so they think they can get away with it. And the problem with a lot of these YouTubers is they probably get a lot of, you know, perverted messages, and they get all these people, you know, throwing themselves at them and flaunting them, and they probably think that they can get away with it. Not saying it's okay, but you know, it's just a lot of factors. I think EDP 445 thought that he could get away with it. That's what he thought. Even though there was evidence, you know, of him doing these things before he got caught. Because on his other accounts, he was following underage girls. And they don't have any self-awareness or understanding of what they're doing. He's wrong. I know. But personally, I think he needs to be put on a watch list. I don't think he should be... Now... You definitely shouldn't be around children, that's for sure. But EDP has TikTok, I know that. He has other platforms, that's the scary part. He still has his Instagram, if you can believe it, but yeah, he definitely should be, you know, I think more has to be done here, you know. Yeah, I heard about that too. Well, he can't go anywhere anymore. His life is ruined forever because of what he did. I mean, in a way, I'm not really surprised because, you know, I mean, look at him. I mean, he's what? He's got to be well over. I mean, you've seen how huge he was, how fat he was. I was really surprised at how fat he was. I thought he was maybe around 300, but no, he's like got to be at least 450 pounds, give or take. I mean, holy moly. And that's another thing too. So it kind of like, you know, I don't mean to fat shame or anything, but you know, you kind of have to think, I mean, when you're that heavy and that overweight, I would think that, you know, I would imagine that you would definitely get lonely because no woman is gonna, you know, no woman in the right mind is gonna be attracted to that, you know, like, and I'm not trying to be funny, that's just being real, you know, like. Well, there's a YouTuber that I'm subscribed to. He's got a few channels. He's called Black Bigelow. Black Bigelow had a conversation with him, and Black Bigelow thinks that he's still a virgin at 47 years old or 30, whatever, 30. I don't know how old he is exactly, but I don't know if you know who Black Bigelow is. He also has a channel called Lamont at Large and Fascinating Graveyard. Really cool dude. Check him out. You know, but he said he had a conversation with him. Well, the thing is, with EDP, he wasn't sad for what he did. He was just mad because he got caught. Well, what isn't fair, though, is that EDP gets rejected everywhere, but, you know, registered sex offender and child molester like Roman Polanski and Victor Salva never got rejected after what they did in Hollywood. When it's clear that they should have never been allowed to work ever again, but they were able to. And speaking of Disney, by the way, just so you know, you can look this up, by the way. Okay, you know who Victor Salva is, right? The guy who directed Jeepers Creepers? Yes or no? Just if you don't know, that's okay. Are you still on, by the way? Okay. Victor Salva was a renowned, you know, a filmmaker that was on his way up in the 90s. He was the one who directed the Jeepers Creepers movies 1, 2, and 3. Now, funny story is that I'll explain later. Well, it's not funny. It's actually sad and heartbreaking. Francis Ford Coppola, who's also a piece of shit too. Keep that in mind. More on him later. So Victor Salva did a couple of shorts, Something in the Basement, and it got Coppola's attention, I think. Now, I don't know the full story. You might want to look it up, double check on it, because I don't know. I only know what happened to him. But anyways, so Francis Ford Coppola, in his house, offered to use his house to film Clown House, which was a horror movie about killer clowns. And it had three young boys that were in the lead. Now, during the filming, and this was before the filming actually took place. This was when Victor was small time. Victor hired this kid. His name was Nathan Forrest Winters. Now look up Nathan Forrest Winters and you'll see the interviews. You'll see him talk about what happened to him. That he was hired by Salva to be the lead. Now, during the filming of that movie, Salva was sexually abusing and molesting Nathan on set during the filming, during production, and it was ongoing. And it definitely showed because a lot of the kids had nude scenes. It was really gross. I haven't seen it. I don't want to watch that movie. I'm not going to watch it because that's disgusting. It's evil. Now, some of the people who were, after filming was done, some of the people noticed something really odd during the filming. Like the kid was sitting on his lap. Like Nathan was sitting on Salva's lap. You know, they were kind of very close. He was at times almost intimate. So they knew that something was really, really wrong. Well, you may have watched one by mistake. You never know. So what happened was they did a sting operation. They investigated his house, and they found videos of him, you know, performing and forcing Nathan to perform oral sex, basically, with Victor. He videotaped it. Keep that in mind. That's what's really disgusting. That's what's fucked up. That's what's so gross about it. So let that sink in. He videotaped the whole thing. So Victor Salva was arrested and charged. He was supposed to do 3 years, but Francis Ford Coppola helped get Victor off, and he only did 1.5 years. And to make matters worse, Nathan Forrest Winters said that Coppola approached him and blacklisted him and told him he will never work again. So Salva disappeared from filmmaking, but then he got hired to do another production by Disney. What was that movie called? Powder. I don't know if you remember it, about that albino kid who had all those powers. Disney hired him to direct that. Disney knew damn well, by the way, what he had done. They knew. Or a Disney-owned company did. So much to a lot of the staff's much to the staff, a lot of them didn't know. Like, for instance, a lot of the actors and actresses, people on the set didn't know. So, during production, it wasn't until the movie released that Nathan said that he saw the name Salva. He called various news stations and boycotted the movie. The movie was boycotted, and it didn't have a very good box office because of it. Because it was set to be a major hit. It was set to be... Well, we thought that it was going to be sort of like the next kind of like, almost like a Karate Kid of the 1990s. It was going to be, well, good thing it was too. And I remember seeing parts of it on TV. I never saw the entire thing. So Victor did some independent work for them. And then in like 2000, 2001, his friend, that's right, Francis Ford Coppola, hired him to do another project. They wanted to do a horror movie, and that was Jeepers Creepers. Now, much to my regret, now keep in mind, look, I didn't know about, I wasn't, knowledgeable about film back then. I was an athlete. I was living the high life. Well, granted, I did have to give up on sport after I got injured when I was 16 in 2000. But I was still playing sports with friends, just not extreme ones. So I didn't really know much about it. I didn't know anything before and much to my regret, I did go see the movie back in 2001 with my friends, in high school, and during the red hot summer of 2001. And yeah, I did enjoy the film, but there were some things about it, not just like the horror aspect, but there were things about it that kind of creeped me out, and that kind of just didn't sit well with me. I didn't know what they were at first, but it's when you look into Salva's history and then you watch it, then you really start to notice what was really like, oh my god, that's what this was, Like when you watch the first movie, I noticed that like there were some things I caught on to like right away. Like for instance, like the creeper sniffing the guy's clothes, the creeper wanting the man instead of the woman. The monster. The creeper's the monster in the movie, by the way. And when you watch it, even before I found out, I remember feeling really dirty after I watched it. And then when I found out about his history, it just like made it even worse for me. And I just didn't really support or I didn't really, even though I love horror films, I didn't really endorse it or support it. I didn't even bring it up anywhere because I know a lot of people I know liked it, but I just didn't know what to do. Like, it was just one of those things, like, do I tell them? Do I not tell them? I don't know. I probably should have told them who this person is, But granted, you shouldn't just go after Salva. You gotta, Coppola's gotta be held accountable too. Because the bottom line is Coppola knew. Coppola was the one that got him out of jail. Coppola was the one that gave him all these projects. Coppola was the one that boycotted him, that blacklisted that poor child, And I can believe it, because Elijah Wood spoke up about it. Now he can't get work anymore. But keep in mind, I didn't find out about Salva's history until probably the second movie when I saw it on I think I saw it on a thread, right? So I decided I better go to Internet Movie Database and look this up, and sure enough, there it was. It was there for everyone to see, and then it just kind of, I found that it grew from there, because it was the early 2000s. The internet was, still young, so, and it grew, and everybody knew. The film audience knew. And I never really supported anything he did. I didn't buy or purchase any of his movies. Unfortunately, yes, okay, I did put money into one of them. But that was it, Okay, Lance. Unfortunately, Lance flagged a lot of Gage the Loudmouth's videos. And Gage had to privatize a lot of his videos. Okay. Here's what Gage told me. Are you familiar with DeviantArt.com? Lance went on there back in like 2014. This is when Lance was in his 20s at the time. And what happened was there was a movie. It's Pixar movie, and they were a group that they were all part of. And Lance was talking to two kids who were teenagers who were just getting into their teens. They were underage, and somewhere halfway through their conversations, I can't say when, Lance started talking about masturbation and sexual stuff to two minors, and they were very much creeped out about it, and they didn't want to affiliate with him, and I think they ended up blocking him because of that. And I think he was kicked off of DeviantArt for those reasons alone. Then Lance went on to VMO.com, and he would, talk to people on there, but then he would also talk about his sexual fantasies on there as well. So, and it didn't sit well with a lot of people on there. And I think his VMO account got nuked. So he went to, what was it? YouTube. It kind of died down, then it built up again. Like, he basically had a video called, he had an account called MCL07 or something like that, 771. It was MCL771. That's what it was called. And he met up with a guy named Nathan Larson, who was in charge of a site called rapey.com. And Lance signed up there and maintained a presence there for a month. Now, rapey.com was home to pedophiles, sexual predators, the worst of the worst. Thankfully, the site got seized and got shut down, but Lance played a big part in it. He was on the site, he was promoting the site, he was talking about it, and then he got called out by Gage, got called out by several users in regards to that, and again, I don't know everything. You're gonna have to do more research. Get a hold of Gage or get a hold of Damien Skyfire. They know more about it than I do. And every time Lance gets called out, he just says that, oh, it's because of my disability. I didn't know any better, but he knew damn well what he was doing. And then he has these other freaks that he hangs out with, one of them being Cranium99, who is admitted pedophile. He admits to it. He doesn't deny it at all. Now, Cranium also goes by many other botted sites. He uses several accounts, including serial killer Richard Ramirez. Now, I blocked all his channels because I was just getting tired of him. So, pardon me, I'm going in circles here, but yeah. But thankfully, Gage filed a police report. He brought all the evidence, and he says he's going to try to get him prosecuted. But we'll wait and see what happens there. Like I said, go to Gage. He knows more about it than me. He has more But I do know that Cranium99 did attack me racially, and he attacked one of Gage's friends racially too. Like a series of racial remarks, like in attacking Gage's friend. Gage's friend is East Indian. He has Indian background. Gage said that he had uttered a whole bunch of racial slurs attacking him, and he also did it to me too. And then he denied it. Cranium does a lot of gaslighting, similar to ADW or Undertaker Freak 1127, just gaslights to the extreme. Makes everything your fault for criticizing his stupidity and bad behavior. Like I said, I'm not on Discord, so I don't really know, but it's very scary because well, they go for the children because they don't know, they don't understand a lot of these things. Jesus H. Christ. Well, there's no measurement to the severity of this problem. That's the scary part. And the problem is with these types is that they find people that, you know, they often find, you know, people who like the same thing. Now, you know, the person I'm talking about, Cranium 99, is friends with Lance and friends with these guys. Right now. And they all use their disability as an excuse for their behavior. Like Cranium gaslights to no end. I mean, he basically said to me. Now I screenshotted the conversation that we had. Well, good. That's good. He needs to be behind bars because that's disgusting. Well, one of my best friends is a victim of pedophilia, and she never recovered. I mean, she's still screwed up from it. She's one of the sweetest girls I've ever known, but, you know, it's really sad to see her at times. You know, we knew something was wrong, we just didn't know what was wrong. Yeah, it's just... You know, she confessed it to me, and then everything she told us made sense. And, you know, she thought we were going to turn on her. She thought we were going to make fun of her. She thought that we wouldn't, you know, accept her when we did. You know, we grew to understand her and care for her a lot more than before, you know. But, you know, here in Canada, we had the residential school system. And you know all about that. It was run by the Roman Catholic Church, and that's all you need to know right there. Roman Catholic Church. So you pretty much know where, you know, what I'm saying is going. This fucking game is so easy to get lost. It's kind of the thing. But yeah, this, you know, this is an issue I have with Doom 64. It's very easy to get lost sometimes. It's stuff running around. Well, they gotta be hung. And they gotta die a slow, painful, agonizing death. Okay? For what they do. Because we need to set an example and show people, you know, this is what happens when you do this. Is it gonna stop it completely? No. I'm gonna try to do a complete playthrough of this game. Well, yeah. If a responsible mother or a responsible father is not in the house, If they don't find him in the house, they're going to find him on the streets. Like Denzel Washington said. Well, everyone's so focused on this pandemic, like nobody talks about the real problems. Like nobody talks about the fact that the majority of people who do these things are single-parent households. I'm not saying everyone with a single parent is bad, but it is a large majority. Like I myself come from a troubled community. Myself, I have First Nations Native background. I've seen it. I've grown up with it. Like, there are other factors, sure, but it's just these policies don't work. I mean, like, well, look at what Hollywood's doing now. Well, now, I mean, they're trying to do it with, they're trying to sneak it in there now, too. Because of what they do. I mean, like with, especially with cuties. And it's funny. They walk out of cuties, right? They're okay with cuties, or so-called transphobic, they stage protest for that. Like, yeah, okay. But you didn't protest cuties. You didn't ever put your foot down for that. I mean, that's just gross. Which is why I don't use Netflix or anything like that. Something else I should mention. I don't really watch a lot of Hollywood's movies anymore. Like, lately, I watch more foreign films now, and older films, and independent movies. Like, so just a heads up on that. Right now, I'm going to say digital and streaming, because keep in mind, like, I'm moving soon, so I can't really buy anything big like that. So, like, back to what I said about movies, like, lately it's been mostly, like, I'd say Indonesian, Japanese, South Korean, Hong Kong films I've been watching a lot of. So, because Hollywood is just taking a turn for the absolute worst, just pretentious SJW, far left shit. So that's why I don't watch a lot of it anymore. Not a whole lot. I forgot how to do this shit. I forgot how to do this, pardon me. No, I have not, sorry. I must admit, I've just been kind of out of touch with a lot of things as of late. I'm not watching a lot of news anymore. It's all just about the war, and it's all just about just this pandemic bullshit. I'm tired of it. We're all fed up, because we all know this has been bullshit from day one. I knew it was horse shit from day one. I got it too, because I had no choice. I didn't want to risk losing my employment. Fuck's sakes, man. Sorry, I'm lost. I'm just completely lost in this game right now. This is what I don't like about this game, Doom 64, is that you get lost, you get stuck a lot of the time. That's the problem. Better save. I'm gonna go that hell again. Well, I'm letting you know, I've also cut ties to a lot of people in my life. Like, anyone who believes in this crap, I just cut them off. They're not worth my time. I just don't want to argue with you. You know? If you're that stupid and you can be programmed that easily, you're not worth my time, dude. Sorry, not sorry, you know? That was a close one, shit. Well, I didn't want to take it either. I didn't want it in my body, but it's just ridiculousness of the situation. You know, another update. Another thing I've been doing, I've been listening to a lot of short stories and creepypastas as of late. I read some books when I was a kid and teen, but not many. No offense to readers, but I just don't have a lot of time to read right now. I probably should. Maybe I'll learn some things, but you know, I just haven't had a lot of. I don't know. I'm not lazy. It's just not motivated. I mean, like, I'm trying to ration my money. I'm trying to, you know, really working on trying to get out of here. I was gonna do more videos on that, but I'm gonna hold it off. Like I said, I want to do videos, but I just can't get. I just don't have the motivation to do it right now. If it makes any sense, like. Like, and sometimes you go through periods of withdrawal where you're just like, I don't feel like doing this. And that's kind of what was happening to me. Like, I just like, I don't really feel like, you know. It's like I come home, it's like, nah, I don't feel like you know, that's just kind of what's happening right now. I mean, I had to disappoint a lot of you guys. I know I probably should, you know, but in regards to gaming, same thing. It's just like, I mean, I've been spending a lot of time on my Switch, but the problem with the Switch is you can't stream on it, which sucks. You know. What I like about Switch is they have a lot of the old Nintendo games and a lot of the old Sega and N64 games, but Nintendo, you're so stupid. Get switching. Get a switching option. Get a streaming option so people can. You can do it, but I don't have the computer to do it. I gotta upgrade my. I gotta get a new computer. I gotta get a bunch of things. But lately, like I said, I've just been rationing my money. I'm trying to ration everything. I've also had new setbacks come my way. It's just. I just can't seem to get a break here. I'm just waiting to. My main focus right now is to get out of BC, British Columbia. That's my main focus. That's been my focus since, you know, for a while now. I'm just trying to get meetings going. And it's been. It's all about timing. Oh, fuck you, door. Jesus. Glimmer of hope though, but looks like I'm stuck again. Fuck. The thing is, I think I might have missed something in that room. That's the only thing I'm certain to think. But yeah, that's where I've been. I've just been trying to save my money. I'm trying to rebuild my budget from, you know, disastrous month of October, but I just haven't been able to do it. I had a shitty tax return. That didn't help my cause. I had just basically one thing after another. It was just couldn't get away. I thought I would have been able to do it this month, you know, get back on budget again, but nope. $300 gone on my insurance. I had to upgrade my license. That came up to $100. The reason why I upgraded my license was for more job opportunities, like delivery jobs and such. So when I move, I can British Columbia? Columbia or British Columbia? Look, BC, British Columbia, if you like scenery, don't get me wrong, it's a beautiful place to look at. I cannot deny it's beautiful here. But unfortunately, it's just, we're becoming more and more like California as days go by. It's just it's not livable. It's a great place to visit, but it's just not a great place to live. Damn it. I'm stuck on that stupid thing. So, that's the best thing I could say. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing Colombia. Ironically enough, I might be moving to Mexico, you know. Fuck you. Jesus. Sorry. A lot of Canadians, a lot of people are going there now because Canada's becoming a shithole, so. I visited Mexico when I was 12, so. I just want to get some coursework done before I go. I want to have some skill before I go, you know. Not saying that I don't. It's just kind of like, just want to have some insurance. That's why I'm taking the auto body program. I know. Well, I know somebody in Jalisco who lives in a resort town. I'm taking one of the resort towns. I'm not taking any, like, I wouldn't take any of the red dangerous parts, that's for sure. I mean, like there are some really nice resort towns you can live in and work in. Very affordable, too. But my biggest concern about Mexico is that a lot of Californians are going there, a lot of people are fleeing to there, and it may drive up their housing cost. It may be problematic there. I swear, it's the problem with this game is you just don't go anywhere. You got something and then you don't. It's just like you hear a click and you're like, oh my god, maybe I got something here, and it's just like, no, it's just dead end after dead end after dead end after dead end. And it just becomes exhausting. It really does. And in regards to gaming, you gotta understand, I'm 38 years old now. I'm not really, like, I just... Like, you know, I'm not a teenager, but and gaming's not what it used to be. It's just DLCs and fucking online gaming. That's where it's at. That's all the focus is right now. You can't... Sometimes you just want, you know, you just want a game for yourself. You just want to have time for you, too. It's just like that seems like a lot of games are focused on that now. They're not focused on and they're gonna milk every dollar they can out of you too. It's just like, you ask me, I think gaming's at a very low point. You know, it really is. Microtransactions, war, just. I miss the days of having complete games. You know. Hence, which is why I've been playing a lot of old games as of late. That's why you haven't seen me on here as of late, because of that. It was just like... Okay, I think I'm just going to quit after this, man, because this is just annoying. I'm just getting annoyed right now. Just I forgot how to do this, and then it's just... You wander around for a... Well, yeah, because that's where it started, was Xbox, and it was like, fuck, man. It's so weird as kids, we were like, oh my god, I can't wait to see what gaming's going to look like in the 21st century. I can't wait to see what they're going to do in the future. Like, oh man, now I want to go back. You know? Oh, fucking time, Jesus. But yeah, it was just like, but now you're like... I'm going to actually, just kind of, but thanks for tuning in. It was great talking to you. I don't know. I might do more of this game because, you know, it's 25th anniversary of it, so I need to get back into the gaming mood again anyways. So, or I might do something else. I don't know. But to give you an understanding of just where I'm at right now, you know. So let me explain. Okay, I'm trying to get out of BC. I just haven't been motivated to do a lot as of late. I'm trying to save my money. I'm not being very careful where I put it. So I'm still rebuilding from the disastrous month of October regarding my vehicle. So, and I never recovered from that. And so there's that. I upgraded my driver's license, so I maybe try to see if I can get a delivery job or something like that. And what else is there? I'm trying to think. Oh, so if I get a second job, I won't be on here much, anyways, because I got to put money away. I got to try to get out of, because I really got to get out of here. I got to have a fail safe before I go too. And plus, I want to get back into school again, get that coursework done. So then I'll go. But if you're gone by then, it's nice talking to you, and take care. I'll be around. So. quit after this level, so. Fuck's sakes. For fuck's sakes, man. Fuck you. Shit. Fucking cunt. Ah, fuck off. Jesus, though. No, I don't want to fucking save, asshole. Fucking cunt fuck. Okay, but I think I'll end it here. I'm just kind of... Fuck, that took a long time. Alright. Don't know what's gonna happen with me, but till then, that's all I got. Good night, everyone. Take care.